But in my opinion, what is lacking in our society today is something that in every free society, in, especially in republics, okay, especially in the political game, but in everything, in every relation, in every relationship, human relationship you have, friendships, romantic relationships, I don't care, professional relationships, is something called constructive criticism.
Yeah.
So you're going to have hard conversations with people, but the goal shouldn't be to cancel that person. That shouldn't be to destroy that person, but to grow and to compromise and to get to a better place for both of you when you can learn from that and end up being better. So I think we don't have this idea. We either love or hate people. That's what we were talking. That's the whole purpose of this podcast, is that we are not labeled this or that. We should be able to adopt points of different agendas and without having a problem, because it's not an emotional thing, it's an actual logical thing. I give you an example. I am pro guns, but I am in favor of people being. I don't want legally blind people to own guns. I don't want people that, if you cannot drive, you cannot shoot a gun. I don't want people with a criminal history to have guns. I don't want crazy people to have guns. Okay, that's my opinion. But I'm pro guns. If you don't like guns, don't buy a gun. Nobody's forcing you to buy a gun. But you should have the right to protect yourself. But I'm against hunting for sport. I'm against. That's my opinion. You can disagree. You can hunt. Do whatever you want to do legally, of course. But I'm against, because I don't think that proves anything. I don't think that proves your superiority to a lion, to shoot a lion from 100 yards away with a high precision rifle. If you want to hunt a lion, I give you a knife. If you are able to to wrestle the lion, then I'll be impressed. But other than that, I don't think killing other sentient beings is a nice thing. But I'm in favor of guns, and I wouldn't hesitate shooting someone that is trying to harm me or my family or my friends. You see why? This is like a paradox,
Yeah, yeah.
because you're either pro guns or you are pro, animals, and no, you can be both. You can be, choose your own ideas and your own things. Don't be afraid of being yourself. The beauty is that you can think with your own mind. It's not because you identify yourself more to a conservative side that everything Trump says or everything a conservative says is supposed to be law. And the same thing in the other side. It's not, you don't have to go with everything, and that's the problem. That's why we are in the situation we are now, because people are just adopting agendas. No, I don't want to be like Trump, so I want to be woke. So now, I'm not man, I'm not a woman, I'm a sack of rice, and my pronouns are ricey, and so yeah, you
Yeah.
go to a crazy lengths. Okay, if you are feeling inadequate in the body you are living in, I think you should change. If that's what you want to do, is your body, you do whatever you want. If you're an adult, you know, another thing that people are crazy about, that I remember that conversation during Trump's administration, talking about the transgender in the military. Are you pro or con? I said, well, it's not about ideology. It's not about politics. That's what people don't understand. Some decisions supposed to be scientific. For example, you have to see if a transgender person is psychologically able to respond to an actual action situation the same as the hormonal change and everything doesn't affect their ability of fighting. That's the whole purpose. It's not about, oh, I like transgender. No, I don't want to see transgender in the army. It's not about that. It's about, is this person fit as a man or a woman?
I'm gonna get if I start mentioning my opinions on here, I'm gonna get canceled so fast. But I'm not even gonna bring up the guns because I have like I have extreme views on those. But I mean, this is even more. But like, I'm just spitballing here, so know this. But like, it just occurred to me. Okay, so what's the difference? Someone gets a, gender change. There's hormones that are incorporated with that change you too. So it's a physical surgery to change some of you physically, and a hormonal surgery like procedure to change hormones. What's the difference between that and a girl getting a boob job and taking anti-anxiety and anti-depression medicine? Maybe there's a great answer.
Yeah.
But, it does, so in the military, now this is just devil's advocate with that, you put a girl in there, they're not going to question whether you're on anti-anxiety medication, but that does change you hormonally, or birth control. Man, if you're taking birth control, that really changes your emotions, your hormones. So what's the, logically, what's the difference between putting those people on,
No, listen, I absolutely agree, but my problem with this, and again, I said, if you are not happy, if you are depressed with your body,
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. Do
I'm not saying don't do it.
I always say, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Whatever you like, if it's legal, if you are an adult, a consenting legal adult, do whatever you want and be happy. That's from the bottom of our hearts here.
Or if it's illegal and you can get away with it. Kidding. Sort of.
No, I think this is more appropriate. No, anyways, what I want to say with that is my problem with that, the way things are being handled is today, if I wake up in the morning saying, okay, today I identify myself as a woman. I think it was Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan. He said that, okay, I identify myself as a black lesbian now. So, so what? So am I allowed now to go into the women's bathroom? We have to have some criteria. I'm not saying that, if you feel, again, do it. But, okay, first, you have to do it to be able to.
Right, yeah.
Imagine both of us with this beard. I feel like a woman today. Let's go to see women naked.
Well, and at the end of the day, these conversations, like you were saying earlier, have to be had, have to be had with people, because, at the end of the day, where's your ideology? Is your ideology where you believe that people should have the right to make a decision and have these conversations? Do you believe in that truth will prevail and you should be having these discussions for truth to prevail and believe in the liberty of man? Or do you believe that a certain agenda should be pressed because you believe that is right and nothing else is, and you're going to push that agenda to the nth degree?
Yeah, again, let's go back to measure, harmony, common sense. I don't think people have common sense anymore. And I like the British way of saying it's a good sense.
Yeah.
And
because it's not so common.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have to. So yeah, I absolutely agree. And the problem is, why don't you create if you first you have to go to a period to make sure that that's what you want.
Right.
And if you want that, you should, walk the walk.
Yeah.
If you want to know the interior of a women's bathroom, you have to go through the process to, if that's what you want, right? Am I crazy here?
Yeah.
No. So, anyway, so, and again, that's the problem. People go to extremes and again, I want people to be happy. I want people to be comfortable. But that cannot interfere in our comfort, in our...
But now let's say, to what degree? Because, you get someone who believes that the best thing, and this is what they want, and they've thought about it, is to commit suicide. And they
You
say,
cannot say this word.
"Oh, okay,
To delete themselves.
euthanize themselves." Yeah. What like to what extent do they have like? And I'm not saying. I mean, I'm not don't necessarily have an opinion on this one way or the other. But like, what do they? Most people would say no, you can't do that. You can't allow them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the difference? What do you allow someone to do? What can you allow if it's not harming anyone else, or if it is harming someone else and the other person wants to be harmed? I mean, let's say I desire to murder you, it would make me happy. You desire to be murdered, it would make you happy. We both agree consensually to do that. Why would that be? Why prevent that?